Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Peter Barber. I'm a professional opera singer and music producer, and today I just had my first ever experience with the band Ghost. And this is their official music video for Peacefield. Absolutely incredible, like 80s rock vibes, which is not what I was expecting from the little bit I read about this group before watching. Enjoyed it so much. This is one of my favorite genres of music, and I had a blast breaking it down and watching it for the first time. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you at the end. Okay, as someone coming from a classical background, as a professional opera singer, I love it when any kind of classical elements are introduced into music created nowadays. And this is like beautiful chamber choir, beautiful church choir happening. There were a couple moments with some cool dissonance, like where there are notes right next to each other. Stuff like that, which I think can sound absolutely stunning in choir music. If you want to check out a composer named Eric Whitaker, I think he is the absolute best at making beautiful, crunchy, dissonant harmonies in choir music. This still sounds really stunning and beautiful. Anyway, really cool intro. And by the way, I know nothing about this group. Truly nothing. I gave a quick once over to their Wikipedia just to see a little bit, to see that they're a Swedish rock band and have had tons of like so much success, like really popular songs. Another element that's happening in this intro is we have this cool like 80s, like really subdued like 80s synth kind of rumbling underneath this choir, which is just a really interesting element. So we're combining a old traditional sound with an 80s kind of electronic sound. Like there, those two both had nice, beautiful dissonance in them. E natural to F natural. Stunning. I love that. I absolutely love that. Before we go on, I have a feeling it's about to change radically from the little bit I read about this group. So this was not what I was expecting to start. We do get, so at first we just had treble choir. It might be a little boy soloist. It's hard to tell when they're, children. But then we have a treble choir, sopranos, altos. And then later we do get male choir come in. I think it just sounds like tenors. I'm not hearing any bass voices in there, but we do get an organ sound, which is a big kind of fills out the bass part of that register. So we have that kind of 80s synthy bass going on, and we have this organ come in when similarly to when the tenors came in. And we'll see what happens next. I truly have no idea. Okay, 80s. What's up?
The dawn of prosperity.
Really 80s.
A faded scar. An ended calamity. A slaughtered czar. We all need something to believe in until it's over. Anything, anyone, anytime, but it's not over yet.
Let's go 80s power ballad. What's up? So our singer is Tobias Forge, right? And he does a lot of the stuff for the group, and that's really all I can remember from my there's what a group of nameless ghouls is a bunch of like the choir singers and stuff like that. Because it's kind of like Sleep Token, where they have a lot of anonymity as far as the naming of the band members and costuming and stuff like that. This is awesome. I mean, I love the 80s. I love an 80s rock ballad. I'm writing a lot of original music right now, and there's a lot of rock ballad kind of stuff in there. I think it's just such a great, powerful genre that can build for 6 minutes. It can keep building, and you can keep adding elements. And we have a 6-minute song right here. That's why I use that number. And it's just like, it really is a way to, it's a genre you can just keep progressing through and getting bigger and bigger and more exciting. And what a great voice on Tobias here. This is phenomenal. It is that quintessential 80s rock where it's like relatively high larynx. It's a pretty forward, bright sound, right? There's a lot of good vocal fold closure, so the sound cuts well. And of course, that's how it sounds in a bass voice, but you know, it sounds like the classic 80s rock tenor in his voice. E. Scar. You know, it's got so much of that ping. Not Doesn't have that, like, you know, warmth or depth of sound you get in more of like a classical singing. It's just that classic 80s rock tenor. And that whole first section, we have this running percussion on the drum set. We have the organ very quietly in the background, and we have a little bit of like a guitar solo, not a distracting guitar solo, but also not just rhythm guitar. And then, of course, our lead vocal. Nice. Yep. Right, we're in D minor. Yep. So he just sang a high A there, no problem. Still very, very much in control of the voice. Yeah, dude, this is great. This is such a throwback. If I had not known this group was modern, I would have thought I just missed this group in the 80s. Now, I don't know what their other music sounds like. It doesn't sound like this is normal for them. I believe when I was scanning through, I was like, oh, they're like a Swedish metal band. And this is totally not heavy metal. Yeah, anyway. Power ballad, 80s rock. That's what the genre for this song sounds like right in the middle of that. I like that drum fill in there. Yep. That nice high A on the U vowel. It sounds just like what's that? Da 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 da. Is that Bon Jovi? It's not coming to me right now, but that's what I thought. The first two strikes on that, I was like, oh yeah, that sounds just like that song. It changes though. Ooh. Love that breakdown where it's just dun 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 dun, 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 in between. So it's just like you got those strikes, and then you got vocals and some guitar, and then strikes, and then vocals, guitar. And it's just like it's this down section before it gets back into like the next kind of main section of the second verse.
Oh, child, stay close to me.
Yeah.
The end of a monarchy, a state machine, unable to foresee the widow queen.
So comparing this next to the first verse, now there's kick drums and snares in the drums. So we've got more of that consistent drive. We still have that guitar solo-y bit happening, but now we have actual rhythm guitar happening as well, which is also contributing to how much the drive is going forward. This is right on target for this 80s rock ballad. And as I was saying earlier, it's like you can just keep building it and keep building it. As long as you start pretty sparse, you have such a long runway to build the song and keep it building. And I just love this genre so much. Vocally, it's very similar to the first verse.
Unable to foresee the widow queen.
It's that high larynx, bright sound. And I have to work a little harder to get that sound because my voice is so different from our lead singer in this group, obviously. But that's the kind of approach. It's a high larynx. It's a forward sound. And it's awesome. It's perfect for the genre.
We all need something to believe in until it's over. Anything, anyone, anytime, but it's not over yet.
Nice harmonies.
Every new generation feels a great usurpation. Devoid of treason.
There's a high harmony happening above his high tenor lead. Every new generation. What is that? So high A to tenor high C in that backing harmony.
Anyone, anytime, but it's not over yet. Every new generation feels a great usurpation. Devoid of treason. For a man in the middle, it's all getting clearer. The dark is the season.
Yeah, the first strike of that chorus sounds da 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 da, right? And then it changes after that. But it's amazing how much impact a song or a little motif from a really popular song can have on you, to where anything you hear afterwards that sounds like it, your brain immediately goes to that first one. So mine keeps going. Mikey goes, which was, from the same genre, the same time period that this song is really pulling from. So it makes my brain is telling me Bon Jovi, and I should know, but I just can't remember right now. Man, I just noticed how cool the bass line was. It's like, it's got all these like arpeggios. It's like really moving around a lot. It's not staying on one pitch to kind of just solidify the chord. There's a lot of movement happening. Listen to this. Listen to the bass line. Nice. Yeah, face melter. I love a shreddy guitar solo, and you can't have an 80s rock ballad without a shreddy guitar solo. You just can't do it. So, awesome. Well done. Big down section, big down section. I love that when it just pulls back all the way. I love it. Look at this. I mean, they've got this whole arena filled out with fans that have come in costume and face painted. The fan base must be wild. So what's up, Ghost fans? I'm about to join you. I'm absolutely loving this so far. I just love to see that fans that get so pumped and hyped up for music and whatever artists they're into. It gets me really excited. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to the fans out there. Let's go, crescendo. Oh, that's great. A little fake out. So we get this big, and you think this huge thing is going to happen. This huge wall of sound is going to come, and then it goes total fake out. I absolutely love that. What a great arrangement tool, because then now what they've done, they've hyped you up to a point. They've faked you out. And now the energy is way down here, and now you're waiting for it. You're just waiting for it. So then when that big final chorus hits, it's like you've made it to the mountaintop. Not yet. Sick. There's that double strike again. Woo! Yes, sir. Want to go back and appreciate. I'm a big appreciator of drummers, good drummers, and really awesome drum fills. And we just got a really nice using all the toms drum fill here. Synthwave. Nah, it's so good. I love that. It sounds like the bass line is actually mimicking that lead guitar riff, that arpeggiated guitar riff. It sounds like the bass line's actually following perfectly in line with that. I don't know if it was doing it on the last chorus. It probably was, but I'm here it certainly is. And other than that, not a whole lot of differences actually. Sometimes in a final chorus, you might get a lot more elements or a lot more intensity to the sound, or higher harmonies or a higher lead vocal. There's all sorts of stuff you can do in a final chorus to make it the most exciting. This actually sounds remarkably similar to the first couple choruses. So maybe they'll do a repeat of it, maybe they'll tag it and then do something really big. But so far, round one of final chorus is very similar to choruses 1 and 2. That's Right. In these 80s ballads, there's often like a post final chorus moment where the guitar comes back in and like the lead chorus vocals go away and there's some other kind of harmonies or vocals happening, but then the guitar comes in. It's exactly what's happening here. It's almost like hearing this, I'm like reminded of like what makes a great 80s rock ballad. Peacefield. I think all those voices are just in unison. Peacefield. Just on D4. So nothing super high in a light mechanism of the voice. Peacefield. And I don't even think there's harmonies happening. I think it's just unison. Keeping it real simple. There might be a really, really light harmony, the fifth above it. Peacefield, Peacefield. But it's so subtle, it could be another instrument or a harmony from another instrument. Bad. Keeps going. And then ends rather abruptly. Tobias Forge is the show... Wait. He's the show director and the production designer. And he does lead vocals and a bunch of other stuff. Guys, that is insane. I want to get that across to you. Because I sing opera professionally, and I now know a lot of how a full opera production comes together and all the different departments that have to work together. And being something like a lead singer and a production designer is like, that's two very different worlds coming together that you have to be to put on a show at this level, to be in a group at this level. You've got to be extremely good at both of those things. Not just like passable. Like if you get a passable production designer on the world tour for Ghost, it's going to be shit compared to what they should have, you know? So that's really, really amazing and admirable. Guys, this is really fun. Thanks for joining me for my first ever experience with Ghost. Please leave recommendations below for other songs to check out. I'm sure there are a bunch. What's up to the Ghost fans out there? Hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown and this reaction. If you did, please do consider joining me on Patreon. That's the best way to support me. And I will see you guys in the next Ghost video. Peace.